Good morning, everyone, and TGI Friday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here, and happy Friday. We made it to the end of another tumultuous week. Now this morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Don't forget to follow us over on TikTok under the username TipRanks as well to stay up to date with other quick news bites. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. We are actually ending the week with U.S. stock futures slightly in the green, though this month has been one of the worst for stocks since the sharp sell-off in March of 2020, when of course the COVID pandemic shut down the world. Right now, Dow futures are up 0.19%, S&P 500 futures up 0.31%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.25%. Meta Platforms is up in the ante in cost control measures as Zuckerberg announced a hiring freeze and more layoffs to come. It was reported that budgets will be cut for teams and they will stop filling open roles as people leave, either shift people to other teams or manage out people that aren't succeeding. Meta is facing increasingly tough headwinds to its business thanks to high cost and interest rates, and they're restructuring their business to reduce costs and stabilize risk to their margin. They're prioritizing their spending on high growth areas like short video reels and the metaverse. Analysts currently rate the Meta stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 63%. Toyota Motors is slashing their production target for October as they continue to face chip shortage challenges. The company is lowering their production target by 6.3%, and the development could mean a hit to production levels in the second half of the year. Nevertheless, Toyota has kept their annual production target intact at 9.7 million. The company's vehicle production registered a 44% growth for the month of August. The Toyota stock currently only has one analyst rating from 3 months ago that was a hold. Shares of Amylyx Pharmaceuticals are on the rise after the company announced that they received FDA approval for their new drug Relyvrio for the treatment of LAS. Amylyx's ALS drug showed a significant slowing in the loss of physical function in ALS patients in a randomized clinical trial. Their chief commercial officer stated that physicians will be able to prescribe immediately, and we anticipate specialty pharmacies will be able to start filling prescriptions and shipping Relyvrio to people with ALS in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Analysts currently rate their stock a strong buy with an average upside of 43%. And the Rent-A-Center stock is falling after the company had to lower their Q3 guidance. Citing macroeconomic headwinds, they're now expecting Q3 earnings per share of 85 to 95 cents. This is down from their prior outlook of $1.05 to $1.25 and below the analyst estimates of $1.16. Their revenue is now projected to be $1 to $1.20 billion versus their previous forecast of $1 to $1.055 billion. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 50%, though most price targets are from 2 months ago. Now, moving over to notable earnings reports. The earnings calendar is fairly quiet for this morning, but we will be hearing from Carnival Cruise Lines later in the pre-market. In the after hours last night, we did hear from Nike. While their earnings did beat estimates, their stock is going lower as investors are concerned on future outlook. Nike reported earnings per share of 93 cents on revenue of $12.7 billion, ahead of the estimates of 91 cents and revenue of $12.3 billion. But revenue from Greater China did decline 16% in the quarter, and Nike's inventories in North America grew by 65% and 44% on a global scale. The company will be forced to heavily discount its products to get rid of the excess off-seasonal goods, said management, which will have a negative impact on margins. Analysts currently rate the stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 29%. We also heard from Micron last night. Their stock is up ever so slightly in the pre-market, despite posting weaker than expected results and a softer than expected outlook. For their fourth quarter, they posted revenue of $6.64 billion, which was down 21% year over year. Their non-GAAP profits were $1.45 per share, which beat analyst estimates but was down from $2.42 per share a year ago. Separate from this, Micron is set to receive up to $320 million from Japan to produce advanced memory chips at their Hiroshima factory. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 32%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Exact Sciences. They trade under the ticker EXAS and are up just above 6%. They're followed by Olaplex Holdings under OLPX, up 5.72%, and Grifols SA under GRFS, up 5.71%. And our biggest losers are led by Nike following their earnings. Under the ticker NKE, the stock is currently down nearly 11.5%. They're followed by Under Armour under UA, down 4.46%, and Lululemon under LULU, down 4.4%. So that is going to be everything for Friday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday.